weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And incomplete to open things up. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Darnell Mooney.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Bears.
They go play action. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Alec Ogletree on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30.
Here's McCaffrey. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On the option, Trubisky. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
4-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 8.
On 2nd down and 4. Trubisky. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Forced out. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will stop right around the 25. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Montgomery.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin.
Trubisky's pass.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try to create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 81 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And this will not be returned.